Alright, we're gonna get this going. I think there's one person in the stream right now watching, so hey, how's it going? So we're just gonna get this going. Obviously, there's gonna be a combination. If I don't get many people in the stream, we're just gonna just complete the season pretty much. If you look at the remaining fixtures, we have around about 10 games left, maybe more if we go further in the FA Cup and Europa League. So we'll have to see how far we get with that, and hopefully we'll get some people in the chat. Otherwise, it's going to be me talking to myself for a very, very long video. Alright, so first and foremost, we've got Watford coming up in the first game. Alexander-Arnold doing very well for me. It's actually proven to be a really nice signing. I think he turns a really good player. I think he's going to be a really good player in FM18 as well, come to think about it. Alright, first match of the stream. Okie dokie, so without Fraser, without Charlie, everyone else looks pretty okay though. I could just keep the same team out there. Everyone looks pretty good. I'm not going to change too much things around. Gets Watford away. Yeah, let's leave things as they are. Okay. No, I'm just in instructions. Let's just go ahead. Get the team talk done. Let's start this match. Alright, first chance. Here's Alexander to Luan. Will Hughes gets a tackle in there. I think he's going to be a good player this year. Nathan Redmond, obviously, used to play for us, so they sold him on. Here's Mariano with the first goal of the game. Terrible defending that near posts. I think it was Denswell that kind of stood off him there. Too much time at the front post, and that's an easy finish. Watford are 1-0 up. Take another look at this goal again, because it looks like the defending was absolutely atrocious. Yep. Ambat, yep, got away. Ball was crossed in. Denswell was kind of lagging behind him there, and that was an easy finish there for Mariano. 1-0 Watford, but we have the quality to get back in here, so not too worried about it. Here's Lamina. Shoots, I would say it's a good save, was straight at him, but a save nevertheless. Still, Lamina is very dangerous. I think he's got himself 11 goals this season, I think. Prowse to Luan. Blocked, goes behind for a corner. Alright, another corner kick. James Ward-Prowse, one of his specialties. Whoops the ball in. Falls to Jordy Classy. Then back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Lamina. Gets tackled from Patrick Van Arnveld. Now it's a decent opportunity. Obviously came to nothing. We've got a lot of good set piece takers in this squad, so disappointed it didn't come out to anything. I do like to specialize in set pieces, especially with a team as gifted as this one. Here's Jordy Classy to Mario Lamina. Again, it's going to be another player that's going to be really good in FM18. As Benteke hits it against the post. Honestly, we should be 1-1 right now. Should be 1-1, but we aren't 1-0 at all. 1-1, I should say. Alright, so here's Redmond, cross it in, that's good clearance there from Alexander-Arnold. Maybe a counter-attacking opportunity. Here's Luan to Lamina. It's Jordy Classy. Back to Luan to Lamina. Gets in the box, and that's a tackle there from Patrick Van Arnveld. I honestly thought the referee was going to give a penalty there, but it sets up the counter-attack for Watford. Is Mariano score the first goal, hits it from distance, and it just goes over the bar. But so far, honestly, we've had the better of the chances. I've only had one chance, and that was the goal. So I think we'll get back into this sooner rather than later, and that will definitely help. Capoe is going to be sent off here. That's a second yellow card for him. Yep, second yellow card. Okay, so that puts us up a man for the remainder of the game, about 60 minutes or so. Yeah, we should be able to take advantage of this now. I expect us to absolutely dominate possession. We've done it all season with playing against 11 players. So going against Watford and now down to 10 men, that's definitely going to help us out a lot. Also, they're very, very isolated in the middle of the park. Change formation there. Let me take a look, see what they've done before we make any changes ourselves. So it looks like they've gone to a very, very defensive 4-1-3-1 formation. So they're not expecting to get forward very often. But I am expecting Van Arnvelt to push forward. He's pretty good at that. Very attack-minded fullback. Used to play for Sunderland, I believe. There's Lewan and Chelsea, of course. Benteke, Lewan, Denswell. I expect us to have a lot of possession in the second half. I'm expecting to stay around the 65% mark, but 63% now. It's Jordy Clasie to Alexander Arnold. He's going to be key in the second half. Pulls it back to Dembele, and there it is, 1-1. Knew the goal was coming. That was obvious. That's Dembele's 32nd goal of the season. Not bad business for £8 million. Absolute steal of the season so far. Good cross there from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Dembele just taps it home. Easy finish there for Moussa Dembele. Alright, so 30 minutes left in this game. We're still obviously controlling things, dominating. They haven't pushed forward anymore, so they're very content to get the draw here, I think, and go to a replay. I don't really want a replay just because of all the cup competitions we're in right now, so that's the last thing we really need. Benteke's been kind of poor. Let's bring on Kuki. Why not give it a go? Bring on Lucas Romero as well. Lamina got himself a knock, so hopefully it's not too bad. He's a very, very important player for us. Alright, here's Alexander Arnold to Denswell. Jordy Clasie, Lewan. Lewan at wide to Mass. Manuel Mass is going to get to the byline here. He's going to cross it in perhaps. Nope. Only goes as far as cleverly clears it. Here's a counter-attacking opportunity, but Denswell does very, very well. Should be a pretty easy second half for Denswell and Bruma. Here's Mass, tackled too well from Amrabat, and he's on the... He's got the pace to get away from everyone there, but Jordy Clasie does well to get back and win the challenge. Yeah, this is... oh, no wonder. I'm an idiot. I clicked on down here by mistake. If you double-click it, you end up going back in time, and that's exactly what happened there. I honestly thought this is a really long highlight, but nope, just my stupidity. As usual. Being caught on camera this time, so no excuses for that one. So 77 minutes, not winning this game. That's disappointing. Since we've been up a man pretty much the majority of the game. So instead I'm going to bring on Højbjerg for Jordy Clasie. Clasie's struggling a little bit of fitness, so let's bring on Højbjerg. It was a really good midfielder. Hasn't had much opportunity this year because we've had so many players able to play in that centre midfield well. And honestly, that's not including Vieira and Lewis Cook, who are both out on loan. They'll be back for next season. It's end of 90 minutes. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Yeah, let's keep the same team out there. So start of extra time. Yep, no need to change things. Oh, we got some more people in the chat. Hey, what's up, Sean? How you doing, buddy? Oh my Jesus Christ, that's a fucking terrible error. Alright, welcome to the stream. You just saw an absolute calamity of a goal from Alex McCarthy. I mean, that's just... I mean, they said they got FM18's got a new engine this year. I really hope it fixes shit like that, because it's just... Honestly, it's kind of pound your head against the wall kind of scenario, that is. Alright, so... Alright, second half extra time. Alright, so let's... Might have to change formation here to try and get back in. We're dominating the game. They're down to 10 men in the first half for that red card, but for some reason we just haven't been on our game. And... Game's fallen by too quick. Alright, fine, whatever. We'll take the loss, we don't really care. It's on the FA Cup. Won it last year, we don't need to win it this year. Alright. Yeah, and that should be it right there. Yeah, full-time whistle. Losing 2-1 away from Watford. Obviously, they were down to 10 men as well, so that's a really, really shit result. Let's be honest there. Let's get through here real quick. Alright. Lamina out 3 to 5 days. Not ideal. Okay. Next up, we have Galatasaray in the Europa League quarterfinal. That's a much, much bigger game. 15 days away, though. 2 weeks. Jesus. Long gap in between. Jake Vodkin's been called up to England on a 20 team. He's alright. He's not very good, is he? Take a look at the squad real quick. Got some promising players, however, in the youth and reserve team. Let's check them out real quick. I can show you guys. Ellis Hughes, obviously, as a player that I talked about in one of the videos I just did. He's a fantastic young prospect. Then Shooten should be a good player as well. Too bad we're not being... Honestly, when FM18 comes out, I'm not getting time to play this. So it's a bit shame I'm not going to be able to see them grow and develop. But it is what it is. I'd rather play FM18, be honest with you. Hopefully a bit better than 17. 17's been a bit, I'd say, lackluster. There's a lot of problems in it. Yeah, Bruma's playing too well. It normally gets me out of trouble. Okay, so 13 days to Galatasaray. That's a big one. Obviously, winning the Europa League will be a fantastic way to finish the season and FM17. And we got some money for Van Dijk, 2.6 million. That's a bonus. Because honestly, my financial control this season for the Saints has been atrocious. Danny Butterfield. Yeah, he can probably leave. I'm bothered about that. Laurent Blanc is the new manager of Leicester City on here. Interesting. And Danny Butterfield is now assistant manager at the United teams for Tottenham. So not really an upgrade for him, moving from us to Tottenham at the same level. Fraser Forster is back to full training. So that's good news because obviously Alex McCarthy cost us that game last time out. So pretty glad to see him back in the first team things. Otherwise, I would have been tempted to throw this keeper in, be honest with you, despite his age. No, not gonna bother with that. Alright, so 9 days. 9 days away to play Galatasaray. Okay. I'm sorry out there if it looks like I'm snapping my neck, but my my second screen's to the right over here, so it's like I have to literally turn my head fully to move over. It's not the best setup in the world, but it's one I've got to deal with just for now. And I think going forward next season, if I do a few more streams, I'm going to be moving my screens closer, maybe getting a new screen. I'm thinking about getting one of those ultra wide screens, the curved ones that you have split screen in the middle. No, I'm going to reject that. Robinson. Okay, good. Alright, so got Paul Robinson. Experience head. We're just before the Galatasaray games, 5 days from now. Big game. Big game indeed. Yeah, I know that was about a player's contract expiring, but the player I'll talk about is shit, so I'm not worried about it. Let's see who they have. Let's see what they have. Obviously, the Galatasaray, a very well-known Turkish team. About the same reputation as us, to be honest with you. So let's take a look at by value. Algerian Safani Fagoli. Looks like a pretty solid winger out there, 28 years old. Belhandi, Moroccan attacking central midfielder, very talented. Muslera is a good goalkeeper, 31 years old though. Who else do they have? I thought we saw, yeah, we've got Maicon. Obviously he's very well known. Very well known in Europe and Football Manager. Played for Porto for a long time. Let me see. Nigel de Jong, still kicking around, 33 years old. Very good holding midfielder. Good signing at the start of the game if you get a chance to sign him. Who else in that? I'm pretty sure I saw Wesley Sneijder still around the club. Maybe he's in the reserves, perhaps? Nope. Wesley Sneijder, where is he? Sort by name. I don't know. Pretty sure, yeah. See, vice captain Wesley Sneijder. Oh, never mind. I don't know why. For some reason, it says vice captain here. Is he on loan? Not really. It says contracted to. So that's very confusing. That's obviously some kind of a weird bug there, where he's vice captain in the club but doesn't actually play for him anymore. Yeah, I thought it was strange when I couldn't see him. Alright, sweet. Keep moving forward. Galatasaray up next away from home. Obviously, this is going to be a big match. Going to try and sneak an away goal. That's going to be important to us. And obviously try not to concede too many either. That's also probably equally as important. But away goal would be very nice. An away goal would be extremely nice indeed. Think about team. I'm going to play for then. I'll work it out when I get to the game. Not worried about it. Hey, what's up, Nick? How's it going, brother? He's too old for football. Who's that? Is that Wesley Sneijder? Is that you talking about? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Wesley Sneijder. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's getting on now. How old is he? Like what? 34, 35? Didn't even look, to be honest with you. 33. So I didn't do him justice there. Still, good player in his day, though. Alright, so here we go. Galatasaray away. Kind of a big game here. Quarterfinal, Europa League. Forster's back, I think. That's what the news was from my medical team. So, yep, he's back, which is awesome because you missed it. Missed in the last one, Nick. But Alex McCarthy 3-1 in, and that's why we lost against Watford. That's the only game you missed so far. Should play Austin instead of Kuki, but we'll keep Kuki there. Alright, we're going to go with that team. It's probably our strongest team, to be honest with you. Alright, up against Galatasaray. Let's get this. Let's do this. We're favourites, believe it or not, so that's a little bit surprising. Dembele's in the race. Well, he's not in the race at all, is he? Look. Vincent Boubacar apparently has 17 goals in this competition so far, so he's going to run away with that one. I was going to say, oh, maybe Dembele can compete for the Golden Boot, but it's not going to happen. Alright, let's get this game going. Yeah, I think in this match, I think I'm going to take a draw. I want to draw on this one, I think. If I can get an away goal, that'd be very, very good. Obviously, but a 0-0 draw would be equally good. Equally as good, I should say. Words are extremely hard for me today for some reason. Haven't really woken up. Alright. Alright, come on, Super Mario. Glacius Alexander got plenty of space there. Got 3 men in the box so we could find him. That's a good cross. Dembele, oh, good save from the keeper. Dembele's got 32 goals this season so far, so he's had a pretty good season. 20 minutes in. Ball whips in. Benteke, good clearance there. Here's a good counter-attacking opportunity. 2-on-2. Let's see if we can make the most of it. Here's Luan. Gets in the box, shoots. Good save from the keeper. Alright. Decent effort, decent counter-attack. There's Prowse. Can Bruma win that? Nope, keeper does well again. There's Rouse, Alexander. Go on, Lamina. There's Dembele, gets in there. 1-0 up. Moussa Dembele, 33rd goal of the season now for him. He only cost me £8 million. That was just an absolute steal. Poacher finished there for Moussa Dembele. Right place at the right time. Alright, Jordy, come on. Go find someone in grey, please. Lawan, that's too weak there, son. Emmanuel Mass. He's been a very good signing too, actually. I don't think I didn't pay that much for him, like 6 million, I think. Ah, crap. Here we go. Bohanda. Way too easy. 1-1. Yeah, just poor defending there. Gave the ball away far too cheaply. Bohanda then rounded Bruma. That's a decent finish there. Forster, but he can't be blamed. Alright, so halftime. Alright, we're doing okay. 1-1's not bad, and we are creating a couple of decent little opportunities, but the teams seem evenly matched. I have options on the bench too, just in case I need to change things up. I can definitely bring on the likes of Romeo and Højbjerg. They can definitely add something different to midfield. I like to play Ward-Prowse in the attacking central midfield role rather than the deep line playmaker role. So that might be an option. Because Lawan, he hasn't been playing very well. So I'm thinking about maybe switching it out. Here's Lawan. Hopefully he's going to prove me wrong. That's a great challenge. Alright, hasn't done yet though, so that's probably giving me a chance somewhere here. Here's Lamina, classy. That's what you can do here, son. So Mario Lamina. He's got Alexander Arnold if you can find him on the outside, and he does. Great cross that is, and a great finish from Christian Benteke. I'll tell you what, he's been a good signing too. I mean, I paid a lot of money for him, 30-odd million pounds, I think 32 million. But Benteke getting there, his 23rd goal of the season, I think it said it was. Good cross there from Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's on, I think, in double digits now for the season. Yeah, he's on, that's his 14th assist from the right back role. So he's done really well there. Doing really well for me this season. Again, I paid a lot of money for him, really. I think it's like 14 million. But he's been worth every penny. Really, really good signing. So 2-1, that's 2 away goals. If we can add a third here, that puts us in a very commanding position. I'm going to make that change I talked about. I'm going to do Ward-Prowse to attack in midfield, and then Lawan, I'm going to bring on Romeo, and then move Lamina to the... actually, I'm going to move Classy to the deep line playmaker role. It's a bit more natural for him. Any other changes? Nah, going to keep things as they are. Got to... Don't want to make too many changes. We're doing pretty well. Created a few opportunities, 3 clear-cut chances to their 0, 2 half chances to their 1. So... Oh, yeah, speaking of, here's a clear-cut chance now. And Forster does very well to smother the ball. Good to see him back in the goal. Alright, here's Benteke. The Jordi class. Oh, good tackle there. Gary Rodriguez to Eren. Good tackle there from Trent Alexander-Arnold. James Ward-Prowse to Dembele. Finds Lamina at the edge of the area. Here's Dembele again. That's a fantastic goal, that is. Gets in there. Dembele second of the game and 3rd for the Saints. 34 for the season for Moussa Dembele as well. Fantastic finish on the edge of the area. Good build-up play too. Lamina with the assist. Yeah, great finish. Keeper had no chance. So be careful here on the counter-attack. Obviously, we got a 2-goal deficit and 3 away goals, so let's try and keep it that way. Of course, as I mentioned, here's a chance now for Galatasaray, and that's a good finish. Weak defending again. They're finding holes in the back line, which is unlike us, because we have a really, really good defensive record this year so far. And that was just poor defending all the way around. A decent finish, but still the goal came far, far too cheaply. Let's make another change. Let's bring off Lamina. Struggling a little bit. Let's bring on Romero instead for some fresh legs. Hey, what's up, FM Does Gaming? How's it going, brother? Here's Ward-Prowse. Get in there. 4-2. Great free kick there from James Ward-Prowse. One of the best in the business, or at least in Football Manager. If you haven't checked it out, by the way, guys, go check out James Ward-Prowse's free kick against Newcastle on the Premier League 2. I know it's a random thing to say, but he scored a beautiful free kick from 35 yards out. It was like very David Beckham-esque. And I think in FM18, I think James Ward-Prowse is going to be another wonder kid. He was kind of this year. Fuck's sake. What kind of defending was that? Alright, 4-3. But anyway, yeah, I think James Ward-Prowse will be a wonder kid this year. What do you guys think? Do you think he will be a wonder kid? Alright, so looks like injury time is about done here. It's going to finish a 4-3 victory, which isn't bad. I'll take it. As obviously, we have 4 away goals, and obviously we're leading the tie. So we're in a pretty okay position there. Going back to St. Mary's for the second leg. Got Tottenham in between, though. That's going to be a very tough fixture, because we're still competing in the Premier League to try and get a Champions League spot. A couple of games in hand, but we're losing pace off Man United and Chelsea there, as you can see. Okay, yeah, man, you can call yourself FM all you want, brother. No, it's cool. Nick Noah, where's Tadic? I sold him, like, in the first season. Because I signed Luan, I had James Ward-Prowse and stuff like that, so I moved him on. He's now playing for AC Milan. I sold him for 12.5 million. Didn't really seem like a lot, but he wanted out as well. So, yeah, I sold him, man. Honestly, I sold him. I sold him really cheaply as well. Probably too cheaply. But you know what? I had other options, so... Again, I mean, you know, plus I got James Ward-Prowse. I don't need him. And I had Luan. And who else did I have there? Played mostly there last season. Remember him not actually getting that much of a look, to be honest with you. I'm just trying to think now. Who do I actually have as my attacking midfielder last year? Because I sold Tadic pretty early on. I think in January, right? Yeah, I sold him in the January transfer window on the day off for 20 million. Which I thought was pretty decent money. But I remember... I think I sold him because I sold him because I wanted to play Luan there. I think that's why I sold him. And then obviously I had James Ward-Prowse and Højbjerg as well. I thought they were just better choices. No, I mean, Dusan Tadic, he's a great player on his day, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of him in real life. He started to moan a little bit last year when he wasn't getting like getting first team football, when he was getting subbed off. He was only getting subbed off because he becomes really ineffective late in games for some reason. He starts off the game really well when he plays for Southampton, but he just kind of drifts off. So he started to moan at the fact he was being taken off by the manager, and I don't know, man. They kind of annoy me a little bit. I hate when players moan about being taken off, especially when you're not being very effectual. Yeah, he's not had a good season so far, but none of the Southampton players have, to be honest with you. Alright, up against Tottenham and Harry Kane is still going strong here. 27 goals. He's been absolutely immense this season in real life. Harry Kane's something special. Definitely. I mean, caught me by surprise. Alright, so, I'm kind of torn here, to be honest with you. Because I kind of want to best some players, 91%. But but at the same time, I want to keep up my push in the Premier League. That's alright. We can afford to rest a couple players. We should be okay. Romeo can come in there. And instead of Jordi Classy, we'll have Højbjerg, I guess. Instead of Alexander-Arnold, we'll have... We don't really have many options at right back, do we? Yeah, because we had Torre on loan, but he's gone. Alright, Nick. See you later, brother. Thanks for stopping by the chat, man. Appreciate that a lot. Alright, so here we are up against Tottenham Hotspur. Third game of the stream. So far, it's one loss and one win. Again, words are very hard for me today. I can't speak for shit. That's alright, though. It's alright. It's alright. So, well, let's get a win here. If we get a win here, that keeps up decent pressure to the top three teams, and obviously creates a bit of a gap between us and Everton, who are currently chasing us for that last Champions League spot. And obviously Man City are starting to come on strong, Tottenham as well. If Tottenham get a win today, that could put them in decent position to try and catch us too. And that's something you want to avoid. Here's Gabbiadini, obviously former Southampton player. Christian Eriksen, good save there from Forster, and he set the post. Tottenham absolutely all over us so far in this first quarter of the game. There's a chance now. Harry Kane. Good tackle the ball. So Dele Alli. Fuck's sake, they're absolutely all over us. This is shit. Alright, so. Okay. It's going to do it. It's going to team talk from now. Because, you know, I like my tactics. I don't want to change them around too much. It's almost halftime. We'll just wait till halftime. Alright, so. That was a shit display. So I'm going to get aggressive. Show me something else in the second half. Because the first half was atrocious. Obviously those changes didn't help us much either, so let's bring on Lamina and Romero, because we're losing the midfield battle. Everything else can stay though, that's fine. Alright, let's hope for a better second half, shall we? Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you just scored against me. Lucas Prato. Looks like a pretty decent striker, actually, to be honest, if you haven't heard of him before. But he's kind of tapped at home there very nicely. And, yeah, now that's reduced the gap to 4 points between us and Tottenham. It's going to be a bit shit if we can't finish out the season in the top 4. Alright, so let's make another change. Fuck it, let's rest Benteke. Getting ready for the Galatasaray game midweek. I tell you what though, our defending's been atrocious so far on the save. Especially Watford was poor, Galatasaray's poor, this is terrible as well. I think they're mocking me now, they're bringing on Phil Jones for Alderweireld at the back. They're like, yeah, we'll just change our defenders around. We're not worried about it. We're going to mock you mercilessly as we beat you 2-0 at home. Yeah, this game's done. Alright, move on. Lucky enough, we're still in the Europa League. Hopefully, at least. Alright, so moving on, we'll forget about the result, we'll just pretend we won that one. Alright, next up, Galatasaray. Okay, everyone looks good there. Okay, so should be back to full strength next game. We had to rest a few players last time out, so let's hope we're back to full strength. Let's go ahead, advance the game time. Oh god, I'm tired today, and I've got to play football later on too. Cheers. Alright, here we go. Big game. Probably the biggest game of the season for us thus far. So, let's make sure we get this right. Lamina, Classy will come back in. We'll do swap those two because Lamina plays better on the right side for whatever reason. Bruma comes back in for Gomez. That's natural. And then Alexander comes back in for Jan Valery. Everyone else looks good. Everything looks fit and ready to go. No changes to the bench. Alright, let's do it. Biggest game of the season. Come on, boys. Let's do this. Biggest game of the season, and I've got nobody watching apart from me. So, honestly, this is actually how I expected the stream to go anyway. Because you know it's not my most popular series, and we're so close to FM18. People aren't really thinking about FM17 anymore. They're not trying to finding me on the internet. So no surprise, I'm alone here today. But I've got you, the viewers out there, that are watching this back, maybe on stream. Who knows? Alright, so I'm going to treat this kind of like a 100% save, and we'll do this for as long as I possibly can, because I do have to get to soccer, and this stream did start late, so, you know what, we may have to split the stream into 2 parts. Alright, it's Ward-Prowse, Denswell, good build-up play, so solid start from us. Look at the match stats on the top left-hand corner. Here's James Ward-Prowse, Luan, great football that is. Benteke, oh, how far it was going in. Beautiful build-up play. Beautiful build-up play. If we get a goal here, that puts us in a very commanding position, and that puts us through to the semi-final, I think. But we concede, then it becomes a little bit dodgy then. Alright, so 0-0 halftime. Everything's going pretty well for us. Again, if we concede, kind of squeaky bum time, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I'm going to keep things as they are from now. It's important that we try and score first, though. Because if we do, that'll probably put the game to bed. Okay, so... Alright, here's maybe a chance for Galatasaray. Alexander Oswald to win it back. Here's Lamina to James Ward-Prowse. He actually had a dead leg early in the game, Lamina, so keep an eye on his fitness levels too. Against Watford, we need to win. We lost to him once this stream. I'm not going to lose it to him again. Crap. Here we go. Bruma can't get there, and he puts it wide. Thank fuck for that, because he was scored then. It might be a little bit dodgy. Here's Prowse, whips it in. Benteke, get in there. 1-0. Great finish out on the volley from Christian Benteke. Alright, so Lamina just picked up a knock here. Potential thigh injury. Alright, that's not ideal. Let's bring on Lucas Romero instead. Dembele's struggling a little bit too today, but we'll keep him on anyway. I have to apologise for the stream strength so far. I've got very poor internet at the moment in time. I'm just going to try and fix that, obviously, because I want to fix that for FM 18 when it comes out. Because I want to do a little bit of live streaming next year. Something I haven't done before. Fuck's sake. Goal for Aaron. 1-1. Okay, so Galatasaray is still in this. We still have the advantage, though, because we got that away goals in our favour. We've only got 7 minutes left to go in this game. If they score now, that will make things pretty interesting, though. For goalie to Linus. Good tackle there for the Manu Mas. Alright, Dembele, you haven't done anything all game. Let's see if you can do anything now. Nope. Let's give the ball away cheaply. And here's another chance. Good tackle there from Lucas Romero. Alright, Luan, Dembele, Benteke. It's like Jordi Classy. There it is, 2-1. That's it. Game, set, match. Alright, let's make some changes. Let's freshen some legs up. That will pretty much be the fixture now. So let's bring on Romeo. Let's also give Denswell a bit of a break. Let's bring on Joe Gomez in his spot. But yeah, that's pretty much wrapped up the game there. 2-1. Jordi Classy, good finish on the edge of the area. That puts us in a really good spot now. We should be able to qualify to the semi-finals of the Europa League. Hey, what's up, Just Tommy? How's it going, brother? How's your day going, man? Alright, full-time whistle, 2-1 win over Galatasaray, get in there. Alright, so we're through to the next round of the Europa League, so we reach the semi-final. It's pretty good at our first time of asking, if I do say so myself. Alright, so awesome, got a bit of prize money. Who else qualified? Barcelona, Valencia. Yeah, man, doing good, brother. Just enjoying the last few days of Foot Manager 2017, man, you know? Just chilling. Honestly, just trying to get through the season, the rest of the season. Haven't got much left of it. Trying a bit of last success before Foot Manager 2018 comes out, man. Alright, here we go. Semi-final. We're going to do the automatic draw. It's slow as hell, but it makes it a bit more dramatic. Valencia will play us. Alright, cool. So that's a pretty good tie for us. Valencia, honestly, it doesn't matter who would have played. It would have been a tough fixture out of all those teams. So Valencia isn't that bad. Let's take a look at the first team. Let's check by value real quick. Simone Zaza. Obviously, we know he's a very talented striker, Italian international. Yeah, I mean, he's like Jose Gaia, obviously awesome left back, especially in this game. And Mbemba, he's actually a really good centre half. I'll keep an eye on him. I might try and sign him in the summer if I have to have Denswell or Bruma go. Alright, that's not too bad. Alright, so we play them in a couple of weeks' time by the look of it. Alright, so Lamina is going to be out. I didn't actually notice that. Just a day. It'll be fine. He'll be back from the next match. Yeah, the beta. I think it's going to come out on Friday. I saw that same tweet. And Friday will officially be 2 weeks before the official game comes out. And that's usually in that period. I mean, honestly, if it comes out tomorrow, it comes out tomorrow, which is great. But I'm actually planning for it to come out on Friday. Which is, I mean, I actually took the day off work for it, believe it or not. So hopefully it comes out Friday, not Thursday. But either way, I'm looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. Have you pre-ordered the game? Alright, so we got the game against Watford here. A couple of changes, you know, just for fitness, really. Move Ward-Prowse in the attacking midfield role. Brought in Romero and Højbjerg as well, just to try and freshen some legs up out there. It's getting to that time of the year where players are really, really tired. And because I keep a very consistent team, they tire very quickly. Uh, 4th of November? I thought it comes out on the 10th. But I mean, that's awesome, man. I mean, too bad you're not going to get to play the beta. But, I mean, the beta's a beta. There's a lot of bugs in it. So, honestly, the game's not very good till the first one gets released. It's the first version update gets released, that is, I should say. So, who's your first team going to be, Tommy? Are you going to go for, like, your favorite team? Or are you going to do, like, a challenge? What's your thing, man? What do you like doing? Mariano there misses a sitter for Watford. He scored in the first game of the stream. Prowse whips it in. Is a penalty? Yep, penalty. Get in there. Who's going to take this? I can't remember who I set up to take penalties. Alright, looks like it's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be Dembele. Yeah, I saw a thought I set it up as. So Dembele is on 34 goals. See if he can make it 35. He can. It's Dembele's 35th goal of the season now. Alright, gets in there. That's a shit ball out, Denswell. But Romero does well to win a break. That's a terrible ball, Lucas Romero. Can't tip to get the ball clear. Here's Nathan Redmond, Mariano, 1-1. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. The Palace should be a fun, interesting challenge. Because, you know, they've got some good players in that squad. They really have. They've got some very talented players. And I think they really just need a couple of really good midfielders, maybe another defender or two to help them out, and they should be in pretty good position. The MLS expansion team actually was an idea I had for a series for my YouTube channel. I actually thought about... There used to be an LA team called the LA Aztecs. I actually thought about doing a create a club with that basis of trying to kind of try to recreate a club that's folded, and LA were one of the clubs I thought about doing again, because they got a bit of a history actually in the American Soccer League. I think they were a team from the 80s, I think, and I just love the name, the Aztecs. I thought it was pretty cool. So Tommy, man, are you in America, England? Where do you live, brother? Yeah, West Ham. West Ham is always that team that felt like. I mean, obviously they've moved to the Olympic Stadium, so that could be a pretty good challenge. They can have a lot of obviously decent facilities and that kind of thing. So and obviously West Ham are a really good youth academy. Some pretty famous players came through that youth academy, so that'd be a pretty good place to start. Swansea's interesting as well, because Swansea obviously one of the few teams from Wales in the Premier League, so I mean that could be kind of interesting too, to try and represent the. See what Welsh team can finally win the English Premier League. That'd be fun. That'd be a good challenge. Very cool, man. Very cool. Whereabouts in England? Gets in there, 2-1. Christian Benteke, 25th goal of the season for him. Speaking of Benteke, obviously doing a Palace game, you'll have to get to know this guy pretty well. Again, I think he was only 26 years old, maybe 27, not sure, in real life. But again, this guy can score goals for fun in the right formation, so I'm sure you get to know him pretty well. Leeds, all right. So you're not thinking about doing Leeds United? That's always a pretty interesting FM save, considering, you know, the history of Leeds and the downfall, all that fun stuff. All right, pretty good performance there. 2-1, cupping out a victory. Keeps us in push for a Champions League spot, which is what my aim is this season. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough, man. I mean, I agree with you, man. Leeds do have a very, very good team. I actually signed, yeah, Ronaldo Vieira from you guys last season. He had to play a game for us, signed for 14 million, played one game in the... Actually, I lied, played one game in January for us. He did pretty well. I've loaned him out just to try and get his stats up, get his attributes up a little bit. But yeah, no, man, I agree with you, man. Leeds have a pretty strong team. Interesting enough. Let's see where they're at. I think they didn't get promoted in my save. I think they're still in the Championship. Yeah, they're actually struggling right now. And they're actually, I mean, they're not going to get relegated, but at the same time, not doing very well. And Brian Dean, former Sheffield United striker, is their caretaker manager right now. So just lost their manager too. All right, this is a bit of a big game. Everton are 5th, we're 4th. We're trying to get a spot in the Champions League this year, so this is a team we need to beat today. So with that in mind, I made a couple of changes. Let's bring some of the first team players back in. Lamina. Let's bring in James Ward-Prowse back to defensive midfield role. Let's bring Luan back in for Højbjerg, and then everything else looks pretty good there. Yep, so let's roll with that. Yeah, a bit of a big game actually here against Everton, away from home. Ronald Koeman's still in charge, by the by, just in case you were interested. Oh, I didn't read that, man. I didn't know that Claude Puel got the job at Leicester. That's actually pretty surprising. I did not know that. And we score a goal, get in there. The one getting his 10th goal of the season. Yeah, that's actually kind of surprising. I'm very surprised that Claude Puel got another job in the English leagues. He was, I don't know, man. He never really commanded the respect of the players at Southampton, and he played a very, very defensive system. So that's actually kind of surprising he got another job so quickly, especially in England. I expected him to disappear to the bottomless pit of the footballing world. That's a bad injury for us, by the way. Dembele going off, potential thigh injury. All right, second half here. Winning 1-0. been a bit of an even game so far. We've had majority of possession, but that's nothing unusual. So I do play a system that's is built essentially to maintain possession. That's pretty much how I build my formations, at least in FM17. Here's Lamina and Teke. Should have finished that one. Should be 2-0 up. Here's Jordy Classy. Oh, crossbar. Fuck. I got a funny feeling that Everton are going to score here. First match we Everton. Oh, you know what? I'm actually kind of sad that Ronald Koeman still isn't there, because it would have been two former Saints managers going at each other. But then again, I'm pretty happy Koeman got sacked. I'm pretty happy he got the axe. Not because like I've got anything against Everton at all. Just because I got something against Ronald Koeman. He promised, he always went on about how players should honour their contracts, and then he basically said, I'm going to quit Southampton just because he wanted to go to Everton, and it didn't work out. So for that purpose, I'm actually pretty happy. There's a chance now for Everton. Shit, they got tons of players in the box. And there's Troy Deeney, and he's not going to miss from there. 1-1, fuck. Alright, 1-1. Still got time to get back in this. I'll get back in this so I actually win, go a chance to win. Let's bring on Prowse, let's bring on Romeo instead. Let's play Lamina as the deep line playmaker out of the two. Yes, I am a Saints fan, very much through and through. Started supporting them early 90s, I think. I was born in 86, so I would have been like maybe 6-7 years old when I started supporting Southampton. And it was pretty much because of Matt Le Tissier. It's pretty much the only reason why I support them. Obviously, I've got a lot of affiliation now. Get in there, Christian Benteke. Obviously, I love the club through and through, but that was pretty much the only reason why I started supporting them. How about you, man? Who do you support? Get there, fuck's sake. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. Lucas makes it 2-2. Sigurdsson. Look how much time he has there. He literally could have stopped there and like finished his dinner and then put the ball in the back of the net. So much time there. Ridiculous. Alright, 2-2. That's not a terrible result. We didn't lose. That's important. So we keep 3 points clear now off Everton in their fourth, and we actually move up to third now because we go above Arsenal in goal difference. So, more and more, and Dembele's out for 2 to 3 weeks. That's a bad loss, isn't it? Oh, cool. Yeah, what was the... Yeah, I know you guys lost. I expect you guys to beat Leicester, actually, City, to be honest with you. Leicester aren't a very good team at all. How do you think Leeds are going to do this year, man? Do you think they're going to get promoted? Yeah, I expect you guys to be there and thereabouts as well. You got a lot of talent. I always feel like if Leeds got back in the Premier League, that's all it would take for you guys to become a big team again. Because you got the support, you know, you've got the facilities, you got I mean, you got some really good individual little pieces. I think just get back in the Premier League and you guys will be fine. And I'm kind of torn here whether to play Kuki or Charlie Austin. Charlie Austin's probably the better of the striker right now, but Kuki gives us a better option, like mobility-wise, and not to mention he's a younger player though. I could just move around the midfield, play Luan up top. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put Luan up top, Ward-Prowse in the attacking midfield role, and we'll do Højbjerg as the holding midfielder, the deep line playmaker, I should say. And we'll do that. That looks a bit better. All right, so Swansea, another one of the teams that you thought about managing in the new game. Wolves, Cardiff, Sheffield United. Yeah, I mean, Wolves especially, man. They spent a ton of money in the summer. They've got a very... I mean, Wolves are actually one of the teams that will be a fantastic club to manage in FM18, just because they've spent a lot of money, they've bought a lot of talent, a lot of good, young, exciting talent. They would be a very, very good team to manage. As far as my knowledge on Cardiff and what Sheffield United are doing, honestly, I don't have that much knowledge on how they're doing, but I'll take your word for it. Oh, Browns. How Swansea doing the table, though? They got 15th. Okay. Take a look at the bottom of the table, just out of interest. West Brom are going down, aren't they? Sunderland, Burnley, and Brighton, I'm guessing, will be there now about fighting out for that last survival spot. Here's Højbjerg, Lamina. It's Emmanuel Mas, the Argentinian left back. Oh shit, Ayu's got the pace to get away from... Oh crap, 1-0 Swansea. Yep, Jordan Ayew. 6th goal of the season for him. He hasn't had a very good campaign, but our defence got caught flat-footed there, and that was too easy of a goal. Just got in between the defenders there, and it was a decent ball over the top, but that was way too easy. Alright, Højbjerg to Benteke. Ward-Prowse. See what James Ward-Prowse can do. Alexander to James Ward-Prowse. Dispossessed far too easy there, James. Oh, gosh, man. Sheffield United obviously doing very well for themselves. I mean, they've always been kind of a big club, so it hasn't surprised me. They've adapted well back to the Championship again. But, you know, the jump from League One to the Championship is pretty difficult for a lot of teams. So I'm surprised in seeing they're doing so well. Yep, playing like shit so far. So, yep, going to try and get these boys riled up a little bit. Bit more support. Morale is actually not doing too well. Just noticed that now. Should pay a bit more attention to that, yeah. I usually like to keep morale all on the green if possible, because that definitely helps. Morale is important, in my opinion, to getting results. Alright, so what we got? We got about 20 minutes left in this game. Let's see what happens here from this corner, then I'll make a decision. Yep, so Luan missed the easy opportunity, so we'll make some changes. Let's bring off Højbjerg. Let's move Luan to the attacking midfield role. Let's play Kuki ahead. Bring him off the bench. Who else can we bring on? Romero, perhaps? A bit more dynamic in midfield instead of Jordy Clasie. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right. All right, man. Yeah, no problem, man. Well, thanks for stopping by the chat, man. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Enjoy work in the morning, man. All right, this is going to be a 1-0 defeat, isn't it? Yep, there it is. 1-0 defeat. Shit results. Absolutely shit results. All right, so far on the plus end, though, that was kind of our game in hand. So Everton have now caught up a little bit. 3 points behind us. Got back goal difference in them. Liverpool picking up pace. Tottenham there and thereabouts. Man City will be there too. It's a very tight end of the season for that last Champions League spot. I really don't hope we don't choke. A bit harsh. We didn't get a Champions League position. That would suck. All right, so here we go. Actually, I'm going to make this the last game of the stream. For anyone that's still watching the stream at this point, because right now I'm alone again. So I'm going to make this the last game of the stream, and there'll be a part 2 to the stream a bit later on. I'm going to go play some real-life football instead. And then we'll be back after. I'll be back afterwards. I'll do some more live streaming for anyone that wants to join in. So all right, perfect. So we'll do this game. And then we'll come back later on for the second part of this stream and the last one of the last gameplay of the Football Manager 2017 of the year for me. So all right, so let's get to the game action. All right, so Bruno was suspended. That's a big blow. So lucky enough, we have Denswell and we have Joe Gomez. Could play Yoshida too. Yoshida has been good every time he's got the opportunity. So you know what? I'm going to play Yoshida. Gomez has been average to poor every time he's got a chance. So Romeo's struggling too. So let's Stephen Davis, I guess. All right. So first leg, Valencia away from home. Obviously, last time out. Yeah, last time out, obviously, Galatasaray away from home, we won 4-3. I like us to defend a bit better than that, but I still would like to get a couple of away goals. It definitely help take the pressure off us in the second leg. And if we can do that, it should put us in a good position to qualify to the final. Because this is a big match, semi-final Europa League stuff. Southampton have never ever made it this far in Europe, so that alone is quite an achievement. Fuck's sake. Only goal for Valencia. Gregory Defrel getting the goal. I think that's Nani playing for Valencia too. Yeah, number 22 for Valencia. I think that's Nani, as in like the former Man United winger. Here's Ward-Prowse, see if we can capitalise from this. Here's Jordy Classy. Damn it. Should have scored, Jordy. Still coming back into the game now, which is good. Showing got a bit of fight. We're not just playing on the defensive. Alright, let me look. Come on, Luan. Get in there. Yeah, get in there. Luan. 11th goal of the season for him. Playing back up top. He hasn't done that much this season because Dembele and Benteke have been pretty much fit for the entirety of the year, so we haven't had to worry about changing that around too much. So good to see Luan playing back up top and scoring a goal, so that's positive because he wasn't very good against Swansea in the last match. Good flick there. Here's Ward-Prowse to Alexander. Arnold, here's Luan again. Second goal of the game for Luan. Get in there, my son. He got like 20-odd goals last season first, but he played a bit more of an advanced role. He played as a striker last year, while this season he's been primarily used as an attacking playmaker. And to be fair to him, he's had a really good campaign. 14 assists from that position, and now he's got 12 goals too. So he's had a really good year, you know. I knock him sometimes because sometimes he disappears in games, but generally speaking, when I needed him the most, he's done well. Another good signing. £20 million I think I paid for him. That feels like a pretty good piece of business right now. Alright, classy Benteke. Okay, so first real highlight of the second half. Here we go. Good tackle there from the Manny Mass. Been a really good signing for us too, actually. I mean, it was kind of a rush signing after we lost Ryan Bertrand to Liverpool. So to find a player like Mass available on the cheap, that was pretty good. I think I only paid 6 million, 7 million for him. It's been a very, very solid signing. All right, here's Lamina to Luan to Mass. Jordi Classy, Ward-Prowse to Luan, Alexander. Good football, really good football. Pleasing stuff indeed, much, much better. Compared to the Swansea game, we were atrocious, so that's much, much better football. All right, here's Højbjerg. Alexander-Arnold gives the ball away far too cheaply. All right, so Ward-Prowse to Lamina. He can strike it from here, but he plays a Luan. Hat-trick. Yep, there it is. Hat-trick for Luan. Gets in 13th of the season now for Luan. We've dominated, actually. I mean, if you look at the match stats, 66% possession, 17 shots to their 8, a lot more clear chances, 3 to their 0, a lot more chances in general, 4 half chances to their 1. Honestly, we've dominated. We deserve to be winning this and winning it comfortably. The only problem is that Barcelona, it's either playing Barcelona, Porto, or Liverpool in the final. I mean, we're not there yet, of course. There's still a long way to go in this, and Rodrigo gets a goal back for Valencia, makes it 3-2. Alright, so half an hour to go in this game. A couple of tired legs out there. Lamina struggling still, 68% for him condition-wise. Trent Alexander, 69%. And Myers Sheet has actually done pretty well. Come back into the first team today. I've used him kind of sparingly this season, but it's good to see him come back in and do a good job. Shows we have some decent depth at the back. Here's Benteke. Luan for 4th goal. Jesus, Luan. He's on absolute fire today. 4th goal of the game there for Luan. Alright, so let's make a change in midfield, especially some legs up. Let's bring on Lucas Romero, and let's also bring off Alexander-Arnold for Joe Gomez. Both had really good games today, Alexander-Arnold and Lamina, but I need to make sure they don't get injured. Fortunately, we can't afford to lose them in the run-in. Alright, here's Mass. 5th goal will be great. That's a poor cross from James Ward-Prowse. Expect much better from him. Alright, here he is, the Benteke. Here's Luan. Scored 4 goals today, Luan. Etched himself in the history books of Southampton Football Club today by this performance. Classy. So Ward-Prowse, Benteke. Oh, that's a fantastic goal from Christian Benteke. Fantastic finish there. 27th goal of the season for him. And that's a beautiful strike from the edge of the area. 5-2. And honestly, this result should now put any doubts of us not qualifying to the final now beyond any kind of reasonable doubt. Yeah, it should put us in a pretty good position. All right, here's Yoshida. Don't give it away, fucking idiot. All right, Rodrigo makes it 5-3. Okay, so that's a really, really shit goal to concede, because now they're only 2 goals back from us going into the second leg, when it could have been 3. And honestly, I mean, yeah, it's great we have the goal. I mean, just conceding 3 goals, it's just really annoying. Having scored 5 away from home to concede 3, yeah, that's kind of annoying. Obviously, I mean, a little bit harsh here because we are beating Valencia 5-3 in their own house. So from that perspective, that's awesome, but we're conceding too many goals. Definitely, definitely. Of course, I'd be happy again if we make it 6-3. It's Paris Luan looking for a 5th goal. Jordi Clasie to Emmanuel Mas. Clasie to Prowse. He's got Benteke. Finds him. That's a terrible, terrible finish when Christian Benteke should have found the back of the net. Should at least put a decent shot away. That was a very easy save for the keeper. Alright, here, good tackle there from Emmanuel Mas. He's been excellent today. He's been all over the place. Højbjerg toward Prowse. Benteke. Jordi Clasie. Romero to Gomez. Joe Gomez. That's a bit of a surprise. Joe Gomez getting his first goal of the season. The centre-half turned right back for today's game. Coming off the bench, getting a goal. Very, very surprising. He kind of snuck in there. Not quite sure what Jose Gaia was doing. I'm guessing he was trying to close down Romero at the edge of the area, knowing that Romero can strike it from there, but still left Gomez all alone, and he found the back end of that very well. So that's a good finish. 6-3, the final score here in Valencia. So very, very happy with that. Obviously, Luan getting 4 goals. Just wish I had conceded 3 goals at the same time. But overall, very, very, very happy indeed. So, as I was saying before this game starts, if you guys are watching the stream as a video, what I'm going to do is pick this up again a little bit later on tonight. So if you want to join in, I'll probably be back around 10 p.m. Yeah, I'll be back about 10 p.m. US Orlando time, East time, Atlantic time, and then I'll be, what, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning in England. So if you guys are watching from England, it'll be really early in the morning, but we're going to wrap up this season and wrap up this save a bit later on in the second part. So thanks so much for watching so far in the video. I've been watching it. If you want to check out some more videos I've done, please check out some of the playlists. If you want to catch up on this series, please do. It's a very entertaining series, and it's going to come to a very interesting climax. We are 4th in the table, 3 points clear of Everton, with only 4 games left to go, and obviously we look pretty much a certainty now to be playing in the Europa League final. So with that being said, there's a lot to play for. I'm going to be cutting the stream short right now, but I'll be back a little bit later on, about 4 hours from now. I'll be back online. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part of the stream. Bye, guys.